New York City, you are now rocking with the best. Lloyd Banks, G-Neck.
We on fire, up in here, it's burning hot. We on fire, so we take it off if it get too hot. Up in this spot, we on fire. Tear the roof off this motherfucker, like the roof on fire. Nigga, what you say?
Hi, and welcome to Let's Just Talk Sports with Taylor, Nate, and Isaiah. I'm your host, Nathan Crouch. Alongside me is Isaiah Barnes, and also another co-host is Taylor Mativa. She'll be right here in just a sec. Today's show, we're going to talk about Heisman winners, who we think should win the Heisman. Not who's necessarily who's going to win the Heisman, but who we think should win the Heisman based on stats, who they've played, and such forth. I'll get the ball rolling, starting with number 5. I think Tyrann Mathieu sitting right there at number 5. I think he's a very good defensive player for LSU. Had some great punt returns that set him up for some good games this year, got him rolling. Also great on the defensive side of things. I just don't think he's good enough to be considered as the Heisman winner. He's a defensive player. I don't know. I just don't think that he's that good to be considered in the top 3.
I agree with you, Nate. Yeah, I got Tyrann Mathieu at my number 5 too. He's had an extraordinary year with eight interceptions, and he's been doing a lot of stuff on the defensive end that's been very consistent at that LSU undefeated squad. But yeah, like Nate said, I definitely, there are some impressive names on this list that just can't be beat by this guy.
Alright, I think we're all on the same page with Tyrann Mathieu there. I have him at number 5 also, so back to you, Nate.
Alright. My number 4, and a lot of people are going to be shocked at this because a lot of people, Heisman voters and ESPN and all of them, have him at number 1. But I got Robert Griffin at number 4. And the reason I got Griffin at number 4 is because if you look at the defense in the Big 12, it's not that good. And, you know, why not be considering Kellen Moore right now if you want to talk about this kind of stuff? Now, I know Griffin's thrown for 1,923 yards, and, you know, he's went for 36 touchdowns. He's also a very good rusher with 9 rushing touchdowns at 644 rushing yards. That's great. But when you start talking about the kind of defenses that you're playing, that's what we want to talk about when we talk about Heisman. What kind of teams are you playing, and what numbers are you putting up against good defensive teams? And unfortunately, because of where he plays, he's not playing good defensive teams. So that's why I got him at my number 4.
Ooh, that is a strong disagreement with me right here. I definitely am a strong supporter of Robert Griffin. I've been a huge fan of him at Baylor. He has been able to do some extraordinary things on the offensive end down there. He, with his 36 touchdowns, like Nate has said enough of what he's done. 2,000 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, 72% completion. Like, he's faced some ranked defenses along the way, but he still has delivered, and he's with the 9 rushing touchdowns on top of that.
Woo! I mean, you look at it. Oklahoma and Texas have won the Big 12 every year since 2002, 2003 year. Okay? Combined this year, 8 losses between the two of them. The Big 12 is dominated by those 2 teams, and without those 2 teams in there, there's no one else in the Big 12. It's just them. So with them struggling, it's very easy for somebody like Robert Griffin to throw for the yards he's thrown, to do what he's doing against defenses that are poor.
Yeah, you're right about the poor defenses, but there has been some nationally ranked teams that he has faced in which he has still been very successful against them. But I agree. Like his defenses that he has faced is probably not as good as the other quarterbacks, but he is still way up there at the top because of his offensive performance for me. But for my number 4, I personally have Trent Richardson. He has been extraordinary. 20 touchdowns and 3 reception touchdowns too. He's been great at number 4 for me.
Taylor?
Well, I'm gonna go with Robert Griffin because I think that there's better people than him, so he should be at number 4.
All right. Well, my number 3 is Isaiah's number 4. I got Trent Richardson at number 3. Trent Richardson is a great running back. I mean, if you look at his numbers, he's at 15,000 yards, And, 20 touchdowns. He's a great running back. And he plays for Alabama. And, sitting there at 11-1, great record. And he's carried them to where they are. He's done great for them. But I just think there's two guys ahead of him that mean a lot more to their team. I still think without Trent Richardson, Bama rolls, and they're still at the same record they're at. I think that the other two guys carry their team, and their team has only done what they've done because of them.
You're right there. You are right about that. But I like Trent Richardson a lot. He has a lot of things he can do. His agility is like he has this explosive agility. But at my number 3 is gonna be hurtful to a lot of the number 1 Heisman candidate, first round draft pick from last year. I got Andrew Luck at my number 3. Yes, like everybody's favorite to win it. Like he has put up some extraordinary numbers. He has 35 touchdowns and he has like 1,600 yards, 1,700 yards passing. He's doing some extraordinary stuff at Stanford. But I like him. I like what he does mostly for his team. Because without him, they're probably a 500 ball club. And Andrew Luck has definitely been that big boost offensively that they need. But yeah, I got him coming at my number 3.
All right, Taylor. Your number 3.
Number 3 for me would be Trent Richardson for Alabama. Because, like I said, I just feel like the 2 others deserve the spots that they're in, so that was my number 2.
All right. My number 2, out of Wisconsin Badger, Monty Ball. I mean, dude tore it up this year. 1,759 yards rushing, 32 touchdowns on the ground, 6 through the air, 1 shy of breaking tying Barry Sanders' record, 2 away from breaking it. I mean, we got to believe that in the Rose Bowl game that he will break it. I think Monty Ball is just sick. 4 ranked opponents this year. Twice against Michigan State, who were ranked both times. And he ran for over 100 yards both times. Monty Ball tore up. He played outstanding. 20 receptions, 255 yards just receiving. He averaged 12.8 yards per reception this year.
Okay, so my question is, why don't you have him at number 1?
Exactly. You are a huge representative.
I think that Andrew Luck, like you said, without Andrew Luck,
Man.
Stanford's 6-6. Look at where Stanford is. Look at who they're playing. Look what bowl game they're in. Without Luck, they're easily a 6-6 team. Luck runs that offense. He's like a Peyton Manning at Stanford. He sets the team. He sets the offense. What guys? Robert Griffin, he doesn't do that. He can't do that. I don't believe where he is at this point in time, he can set that offense and do that. I watched him play. I just don't believe it. Andrew Luck, at my number 1, he can set the offense, read the defense perfectly before every play, change it, audible, and he does a lot of things. He's ready for the pros. I think he's going to be a good pro quarterback. I think Andrew Luck is your number 1. He should have been number 1 last year. He should be number 1 this year.
Yes. I can't really disagree too much. Andrew Luck is fantastic. He really is. And he's been the favorite. And everybody is talking that he might be going to the Indianapolis Colts. But I think Andrew Luck has that reading defense thing, but I still have Monty Ball ahead of him. Why? Because Monty Ball is fantastic, just straight down. That Badger has been extraordinary, like breaking Barry Sanders, he was 1 shy, just 1 shy. His touchdowns, his receptions, his everything offensively you need from a man. He is that.
And I agree, but look at the Colts looking to draft Andrew Luck. He's another Peyton Manning. How can you not give Luck the Heisman? Andrew Luck and Monty Ball are close. I give you that. But Monty Ball, I think Wisconsin will struggle a little bit more without Ball, but I still think that they win their division inside the Big Ten. I don't know if they beat Michigan State without Monty Ball, because Monty Ball, I mean, look, he had a great, actually, they probably don't beat Michigan State. He had 4 touchdowns for Wisconsin. So I get that he was the killer for the Spartans, but Andrew Luck, Andrew Luck. I mean, 1,673 passing yards. I mean, or 3,170 passing yards. Sorry.
Yeah.
Messed that up, but it's all good. You know, sometimes you mess stats up. Look, 35 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. He did a good job. When you're throwing the ball as much as him, to only have 9 interceptions, that's pretty good. Luck for Heisman.
Alright. So all in all, who do you have for number one?
I got Andrew Luck.
Who do you have for number one?
I have Monty Ball. He is fantastic.
And I also have Monty Ball, so we'll see who...
We'll see who comes up with it Saturday.
Yeah. I believe it's going to be Andrew Luck. You believe it's going to be Monty Ball. You believe it's going to be Monty Ball. There you've heard it. You've heard our top 5. Mine is Tyrann Mathieu, Robert Griffin, Trent Richardson, Monty Ball, Andrew Luck. Isaiah's is Tyrann Mathieu, Trent Richardson, Andrew Luck, Robert Griffin, and Monty Ball. Taylor is pretty much the same. Tyrann Mathieu, Robert Griffin, Trent Richardson, Andrew Luck, and Monty Ball. You've heard it. That's our show for the Heisman. Thank you for sticking around. Thank you for watching.
And hold on, we still have one breaking news.
Breaking news.
In the MLB sports world. Now take it away, Nate.
Oh, man. Cardinals stud first baseman,
Oh.
Albert Pujols. No longer a Cardinal. No longer a Cardinal. He just signed a 10-year contract, $250 million to be a Los Angeles Angel.
What's the difference between him and LeBron now? Like, a superstar, like, the foundation of holding the St. Louis organization down, one of the greatest hitters in the history of the MLB, and that's just through his first, 8 or 9 years. He's still got he's only halfway.
I will agree. I agree a little bit on the LeBron thing. I brought it up earlier about the LeBron thing. The only thing that's different, Albert Pujols won championships there. He didn't leave the Cardinals hanging. He stuck it in there, won with the Cardinals. LeBron chickened out, went to Miami, choked. That's neither here nor there. It's time for another. That's another episode.
All right.
This was the Heisman episode. Thank you for watching. Hope you watch again. Tune in next week for our College Bowl Pick'em.